Hey, we're diving in today on a 96 Land Rover Defender 90 300 TDI. Sourced it from a dry climate, original paint, been well maintained, some solid upgrades, and paint shows well. We'll get it fired up. I was starting with the doors open, and when I'm filming by myself, it's easier to start with the hood up. So let's fire it off real quick so you can hear it run. Took it for a drive earlier. Runs out really well. There are extra gauges, we'll go over that. There's your glow plugs. They did do some extra sound deadening underneath the pad there, but it runs good. Sounds good. See their aftermarket wiring diagram and layout there. So distribution panel for their accessories. Battery for the footwell box is clean. We are indoors, so I'm going to take her down here. So what's important on the Land Rovers is, a lot of the different areas that they can rest. So when you're looking for one in the spot welds down the side too. So this one has original paint. So let's see if I can get the right angle. So you can see the original body welds going down, those original graphics. Somebody's put the checker plate on the door kick panel, so when they kick it, the rockers, the rear corners, they did the rear door. I have the light cover sitting in back. So when we get into this one, the outrigger's clean there. Frame's clean, the inner rear cross member, the rear cross member on the outside. They did do more Dynamat on the interior, so they've tried to sound deaden it down. And they made some changes with their switches, their aftermarket accessories. Little TDI chrome badge is definitely aftermarket. You're sitting on factory 5-spoke alloy wheels, some 16-inch, and there is one on the rear. And then the tires are 235/85/16 Goodyear Wrangler mud terrain. So we like that tire size. It fits really nicely on the car. Doesn't rub, it gives it good height. It's not too tall, you're not trying to overrun the gears or anything else. Going in here, bottom of your floor pan. You can see that's all solid, it just surface rust there. So it'd be nice probably I'll get one of my guys to coat it, scuff it up. Checker plate on the wing tops. Like I said, you want to see underneath is important because if the master cylinders leak, it'll be corrosive and it'll start eating it. Same with over here under the heater core. You want to look at the boxes there. So this one has a new master cylinder. You can see the cap's clean. We'll take the hood down. You can see some of the Dynamat there. The maintenance we did, I wrote up. It's on our website. Can't remember it all by memory. There's a new steering rod underneath. They did some U-joints, oil pan gasket, valve adjustment, valve cover. Kind of typical leaks that these will have. I went through and corrected them. You can see that floor pan here, and the outrigger's clean. You do have the KBX high force grills, so the different vents. Somebody's put, looks like stainless hardware in here. You do have that windscreen. This is the sun visor. I didn't see a model name on it. It's a first I've seen of one of those. They'll keep the sun out of your eyes. I'm gonna butcher this French sounding name. CB Oscar, the type of beams they are, or lights. So going around, the climate air window guards, so you don't get wet if you're a smoker. Don't think anybody's smoked in here. I didn't get any sense or smell of it. When you get in it, it smells pretty good. The rear seats are new, front seats new, upholstery's clean. You have your rubber floor mats in here, your OEM Land Rover, and you have a little map light. Let's see. You have 2 speakers up top, but there is not a radio, so the speakers installed don't have anything to drive them. Said, we've got your spot welds over here, you can see, and the graphics, you can tell on one that's been replaced, they changed the font style. So from what I can tell, you know, looking over it, I don't see anywhere where there's signs of previous paint work. You know, paint's not perfect. There's nicks and dings and stuff you'll have typical of one of these given its age and a car that's been driven, but you know, the graphics appear original and all the paint. The outrigger is clean. You go to that rear cross member, and you gotta think that's steel behind a tire that's getting stuff kicked on it to hold up that long. Someone keeping it clean and what environment it'd have to come out of. The back does have seat belts. Usually they're tucked behind. So you have seat belts behind there. These tip up, and they installed a fan in the back. That's the first I've seen that one too. So seats tip up. If you want to put cargo back here, 4 seat belts, 4 new seats. The rear glass slides. See that panel from here. So that's totally custom job. You got dome light. Yay. So there's a bunch of gauges there. We have, what was it? Oil temp, oil pressure, coolant, voltage, amperage, a clock below, and then this is probably a really good angle to talk about it. Then they switched over their headlamps, your defrost, your wiper, and you can see all the little logos they have underneath, and all of your fan speed, because the factory ones are actually failure point. So it's kind of cool that they did that, brought it over, but if you're used to normal Defender controls, it'll take a minute to get used to. I was playing with them earlier. Then tied in the front lights, you have this rear work light, and then the fan. I do know I put it in the write-up, this rear washer fluid squirter doesn't work because I disconnected it. Door panel was replaced. They just used a diamond plate. And the rear cross member is, you know, shows nicely. You have the Land Rover mud flaps, you have a trailer hitch, rear defroster, rear wiper, you know, door shut soundly. Door panels are clean. Doors going around. Let's see here. Get inside. It does have right over 100,000 miles. That's 171,260 kilometers. You have a boost gauge right there. It's in bar pressure, a VDO tack. And we'll go over the different gauges here. So let me turn it on. You have a horn, left blinker, right blinker. You have lights, and then your switches here are for your different lights. You have your rear fog. You can see it's still attached in the dash, and one of them is for the backlight here. That's rear defroster. Here, the washer pump, rear light. That is your fan speed up front. And then your little fan to the rear. Oh, it does blow pretty good. I'm getting it now. Your map light. So the fan switch you have to center to turn off. Let's take a look at these exterior lights. So we have running lights, we have headlamps, we have a rear work light working, we have a fog light on, red is a fog. Let's see here. Sometimes the French for road technical, you have to wire them into the brights. And we turn the brights on and you get all of them. So they're all functional. So remember that if you buy the thing, if the brights aren't on, you are not getting your lights. just something to do with whatever your tech control is. So this did have a clean tech control. That's really hard to come by. There's your reverse lamp. So lamp's working. We'll hit a hazard switch. There's a blinker, 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 blinker. Well, I guess truly it's hazard. And a light. So all lights working, which is good to see. There's your wiper test, and there we go. That's your front dome light. So we cycled through everything. The only thing I did not see, and it's rarely necessary, is the rear wiper, which would be that switch there. We don't have any movement, so we'll count the rear wiper out. So it looks like no matter the position, the rear wiper is off. So keep that in mind. The rear wiper is not functional as of this point. Neither is that rear squirter, but I don't use one when I drive mine. So besides that, everything clicks, comes on. Fan speed, the amperage control. You have an analog clock down here. Vent flaps come up. You have a coin tray there on top. So there's both the vent flaps. Yeah. That would be it. So we did a quick review, went over the features, checked everything out, and there you have it. So if you're interested, you want to see more, some undercarriage photos, you got questions, feel free to reach out. It's at Car Cave USA, Aiken, South Carolina. My name's Chris. It's 803-262-4742. Thank you.